Hey there everybody, hope your day is going well. It's your kid with Old School Gaming here, and welcome back to another Thoughtful Thursday. Yeah, if you had told me, I don't know, 5 years ago that I would be, recording pretty much constantly for 2 years and uploading consistently at least, well, at least on Saturdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, yeah, I have too much else to do. So yeah, I can really only guarantee Saturdays because of my pre-records, and then, well, Wednesday and Thoughtful Thursday, I can pre-record about maybe a month in advance. So if you had told me, as I was saying, if you had told me 5 years ago that I'd be, doing YouTube consistently, recording 2 years, uploading 1 year, I would have laughed it in your face. Yeah, I mean, hell, it actually wasn't all that long ago. I was thinking to myself, what should I really do with my free time? Because, I did have a bit. I mean, yeah, I had, my full-time job, and yeah, I just casually played video games, but I didn't really, think I would be recording or anything. I was trying to think to myself, what should I do with my free time? And, a few things did come to mind. The first, actually, was, either a doctor or a veterinarian. But I had to immediately shoot those down. Because, it wouldn't matter if I'm, a human doctor or an animal doctor. If a patient came in with a broken bone that's just sticking out and exposing everything underneath, ugh, no, I do not have a strong enough stomach for that. And in that kind of career, you would definitely need a pretty strong stomach to be able to see that and then attend to it. Like, patch it up, sew things, like set bones, whatever. Well, and yeah, there are a few, I guess you could say, specialty doctors. I don't have the patient. I mean, I think any actual doctor would have to go through a certain number of years of residency in a hospital in order to become a doctor, even a certain specialty doctor. Although I could be wrong, I don't know, I didn't look that far into it, I just immediately shut it down. Then another thing that just kind of popped up into my head was maybe an electrical engineer, something to do with engineering, and that immediately got shot down. I mean, I honestly don't know how well that will... Hold on, let me try this. Yeah, don't know if, it's too visible. Maybe not. But yeah, I have a pretty decent scar right there. I got myself electrocuted working on my car. I was trying... I had to replace one of the wheels on the side of the engine, and then, well, I just, oh boy. Yeah, so I was, in order to get to that wheel, I needed to take off the alternator, and I didn't disconnect the battery. So yeah, I got the ever-living hell shocked out of me. Thankfully, I didn't get, thrown across the street. I was actually wearing a ring right here, right around this finger. And pretty much all the electricity got, around there. It was actually not just my middle finger, but my ring finger as well got, pretty electrocuted. I had to wear, a whole bunch of gauze around there, and it was like I was a, Vulcan all day, or... Well, no, they do this, so... It was like a... I don't know. Yeah, so when I started to think about that, that scar started to, heat up, and I'm just, you know what, no, never mind, I'm not doing anything electronic. After that, another high-paying career that came to mind was lawyer. But, no, there's absolutely no way I could do that. I mean, I would be more broke than Nelson and Murdoch, avocados at law. Because, I mean, I'm not just going to, if I were a lawyer, I'm not going to represent just anyone. I would only represent those who are truly innocent. Those who truly not done something. And I would definitely, like they were doing in season 1, just, helping people, fill out paperwork and get what they need to, stay where they're at. And of course, like throughout my whole thought process, there were, a few different potential careers, but nothing really caught my attention except two different ones. Two different ones that I actually, went into a little more research. The first was, like, the post office, become a postal worker. Hell, just, looking at just the pay and taking absolutely nothing else into consideration, being a postal worker actually does seem pretty decent. And plus, with it, being a government job, it's not gonna just vanish overnight. I mean, hell, even if, and that, big if the federal government collapses, there's still the state government. And if that collapses, then there's still, like, a county government or a city government. And if, hell, if all four of those collapsed, it's probably the end of days. But as I was just about to say a little bit earlier, as I was doing some more research into it, there were plenty of people saying, "Oh, hey, it's a great job. It's, a great place to work," and blah blah blah. But there were significantly more people saying that, "Oh, hey, don't work for the post office." Especially military veterans. You would think it, being a government job, that they would be like, "Oh, hey, you used to be in the military, you want to continue working for the government, we're going to treat you like gold." But no, there are plenty of military veterans even saying, "Yeah, we get treated like a deuce. Don't work for the post office, please." Then the next one, where I actually really went in pretty deep in the research, was being a chef. I figured, hell, I like to cook, and I like to eat good food, so it's almost a perfect fit. Almost. Almost. Yeah, I was pretty far into my research. In fact, I was at the point where I'm just looking at, hey, are there any culinary schools near where I lived? And I think there was like two nearby, and then a few more just around the state. I'm just, okay, well, let me, at least, do some research on the two nearby, maybe on the a couple of the ones nearby, and then go from there. However, while doing my research, I came across I came across a video where there was a chef, like, breaking down an animal, like, peeling off whatever membrane they have, taking out all the guts and everything, and I nearly hurled right then and there. Just like, like before with Dr. Veterinarian, I just don't have a strong enough stomach, period. I mean, hell, any like proper, not just a cook, but any proper chef worth their own weight in salt knows how to, completely break down an animal, take off, like drain the blood and take off any, like whether it's skin, fur, feathers, scales, and then, like cook it and put it on a plate. And, I'm under no delusion, food doesn't just magically appear in the super duper mart. There is a very long and arduous process that, any food, whether it's, a plant food or animal food, well, animals as food, I should say, there's a very, very long process from, wherever the start is to the store. After that, I was, a little lost. Like, hey, what am I supposed to do? I mean, I have spare time. I kind of want to do something. And thing is, the entire time where I was doing, like, all that research and looking, like, either thinking of things and immediately shutting them down, or thinking things and doing some research, the entire time, YouTube was essentially just a joke in the back of my head. At least until the incident. Which I'll be saving that for the next Thoughtful Thursday, so stay tuned for that. Now, hold on, video's not over yet. Before you go, Well, I want to do a single comment shout out. Then again, there's only really been, there have been a few, but yeah, this is the only one that actually says something. So, G. Philly left this comment on First Gen Pokemon Episode 1, Two Journeys Begin, saying awesome content with a sunglasses emoji. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you for saying that. Part of me wants to disagree with you, at least, especially on the First Gen Pokemon Episode 1 episode. Yeah, I was so damn nervous on camera. I had no idea what to say commentary-wise. And the game audio. The game audio is even worse, because it was almost a full second out of sync the entire way. Which actually, that's 100% on me, because I didn't know what I was doing with the OBS settings, and ended up, screwing up for quite a while. It actually, look forward to the future, because that actually does get fixed on core episode 20. I think it's episode, it's when I got into the SSN, so that would have been, episode 20. Yeah, and, by the time I got there, I'm just, what, screw it. I've already recorded way too much, because by that time I'd already recorded quite a bit. Yeah. Alright, and that is going to be it for this Thoughtful Thursday. If you have any idea for a Thoughtful Thursday video, and remember, anything goes. There is no restrictions on the topics. Put it in the comment section down below. If I can talk about it for at least a little while, then I'll get on to it. So, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, hit that bell so you can always be notified for whenever I upload another video. And of course, have fun.